Piura, 149 kilometers. It's kind of fun to be riding and flying at the same time. Now, big question. What is Alona doing here? Wow. I can't say I like big cities. Pretty. Super pretty. I think we've got a problem.
This is Cherry, my KTM 390 adventure, and me, Alona. And in this season, we're traveling around Peru, Ecuador, and Colombia. We love gorgeous views, beautiful roads, and we don't mind a little bit of challenge. Let's go exploring!
Good morning from Olmos. Cherry and I are ready to go. Let's ride! No, it did not rain here. It's just people pouring a lot of water on the streets in the morning, I guess, to make the streets a bit cooler. I don't know, or to remove the dust or something. Because it's 9:30 and it's already pretty hot here. We're out of the mountains and on our way towards the coast. Alright, we're on our way, and according to GPS it's 160 kilometers to Piura and about 2.5 hours. Not too bad. Let's try to do it in one take, or maybe with a little break in the middle for a coffee. Wow, that looks dangerous.
So, yeah, our destination for today is a small surf town called Lobitos. And on our way, we'll be passing through a pretty big city called Piura. And to be honest, I'm really not looking forward to it, because from what I've heard, it's loud, messy, dirty, and quite dangerous as well. On iOverlander alone, there are quite a few reports of armed robberies and all that. So yeah, I would have skipped it, but Cherry's battery is slowly dying, and Piura is our best choice really to find a new battery. Remember when we were leaving Cajamarca? We had to jumpstart Cherry. At first, I thought that it was just an accident, but in reality, it was the first time of the battery starting to die. Since then, it's been getting worse and worse, and now it drains completely in less than 24 hours while idling. Well, luckily, it charges pretty fast when Cherry is running. But yeah, again, I can't leave her idling for more than a day. Well, obviously it's not ideal, but if it doesn't get much worse, I can still get back to Colombia like this. But I would much rather just get a new battery and get this headache out of my head. So yeah, let's pass by Piura and see if we can find a new battery there.
Piura, 149 kilometers. Some kind of small but very pretty town. And I can see mountains in the background. It's funny, I always miss mountains when I'm at the coast, and I always miss the coast or the sea when I'm up in the mountains. That's why I keep switching between the two, going back and forth, you know. Maybe that's why it's so hard for me to find the ideal place to live, you know? It's gotta be in the mountains and next to the sea at the same time. So far, the best place that fits the description that I have found was Gran Canaria or Tenerife. Because it's got like super cool, big green mountains, lots of curvy roads, and the ocean all around for surfing, for just walking along the beach. And good weather all year round, which is very, very important for me. Lots of hiking opportunities as well. Not too expensive compared to most European prices. So why don't I live on Gran Canaria? It's an island. It's limited. I need more space. Let's say if I lived in Gran Canaria and had my motorcycle there, then traveling from Gran Canaria by motorcycle would be quite a bit more difficult, because I'd have to take a ferry to mainland Europe or to whatever. I would just be able to go across borders like I am doing now. Let's assume I'm living in Colombia, and I can just, you know, ride to Peru just like that. Just grab my bike and go. No ferries, no visas, no complicated, tedious border crossings. It's too easy. Look at this pretty landscape. Super sweet. Sweet and curvy. I expected this to be flat, gray, boring, and straight road. And look at this! It's curvy and pretty. The sign says Zona de Neblina, the fog zone. Like, seriously? Fog zone here? I mean, we're at something like 300 meters elevation? We're definitely not up in the mountains. And fog zone? No, you just look at these perfect twisties. Whee! This is so much better than what I expected for this ride. Amazing. So much fun. Such an interesting landscape here. Maybe I can fly the drone. Maybe I can even fly and ride at the same time. Just like that. So cool. This is some kind of savannah style, right next to the mountains. Amazing. Who said that DJI Mini 2 doesn't have a follow function? It does have a follow function. It just doesn't do it automatically. It's kind of fun to be riding and flying at the same time. I mean, I can only afford to do it on a straight, flat, easy road like this. But how beautiful, beautiful is this landscape. Some kind of savanna style with the beautiful mountains in the background. Amazing, right? Maybe stop here and take a couple of cool shots with the cool landscape, the cool Aliona, and the super cool Cherry. Super cool. Now, big question. What is Alona doing here? Like, this was not quite a part of my plan. but I just wanted to check out this little side road. A little single track going nowhere. Amazing, I don't know. But it's so cool. Okay, this is all awesome, but I think I should try to get back on the main road. And what do we have here? Here we have some kind of sandy downhill. Amazing. Ooh. It's been a while since I rode any sand. I was just yesterday, or day before yesterday, watching my video from Mongolia, where I was all alone in the desert. Okay, should I turn around or should I continue? So yeah, if you haven't watched that video, I would highly recommend doing so, because I think it was quite fun. Lots of good memories. So I guess when I saw this little sandy trail, I decided to bring back some of those amazing memories and try it out. But I know myself, I can easily spend a few hours here, and I need to get to Piura while it's still early and while I have a chance to find a battery. And I'd better do it during the daylight. And you can see I'm sweating quite a lot because it's pretty hot in here. And obviously riding at low speeds is not ideal when when it's super hot and you're sweating like crazy. So we'd better go back to the main road and ride a little bit faster. And see, that's the main problem of Peru. There's trash everywhere, even on a small trail like this. Okay, back to the main road. Okay, I'll try not to do any more explorations on my way to Piura. We're so close, we're only, what, 70 kilometers away. Let's go. Let's ride. Okay, I did decide to stop for a little bit. Yeah, this is not cherry, this is some random motorcycle. That's cherry. So yeah, I didn't bring any fruits or snacks today, so I just stopped in for a mango and a coffee. Nice little break, and it's just 1 hour until Piura, so I think it should be okay. Okay, I've got 0 excuses left, so I should just head over to Piura. I'm almost there. It's just 1 hour left, and it's exactly noon right now, so we should be there at 1. Hopefully we'll do everything within half an hour, and on to the coast we go. Whee! So welcome to Piura, I guess. Oh my god. This is a mess. Wow. I can't say I like big cities. I want to surround myself with motorcycles. I feel safer next to them. Just a little bit more. A little bit more to survive. And honestly, if these guys don't have the battery, I'm just leaving. I don't want to go around the city looking for it. This is not fun. And it's super hot as well. And I don't want to die here. So the guy who's responsible for the parts here is not went to have lunch and will come back in 1 hour, and I really don't want to wait for 1 hour. So we will see what we do. Oh, sand on the streets like in Senegal. Whew. I'm out of Piura finally and heading straight to the coast. That road to the right is the main highway, so it's quicker to get to Lobitos, but I want to get to the coast quicker and then I can follow a longer route down the coast to Lobitos. Because I hope that coast would be a little bit cooler than here in the city. So we kind of made it to the coast, but you see it's all containers. Seems to be some kind of port town, and you can't really see the ocean, not just yet. But yeah, it's slightly cooler than before, so easier to survive. And now I'm just going to continue along the coast for the next whatever 100 kilometers. Maybe nothing spectacular, but not as hot, so that's already nice. And here I think we'll be crossing a river, so there is this kind of funky road going down. Not that we're very high up, I think we're at something like 150 meters elevation, if even. And now we're going all the way down to the sea level. And look how green, so cool. Quite a few sandy trails around here, but considering I've still got quite a few kilometers to cover and it's 4 p.m. already, then I should probably just stick to the paved road for now. And yeah, I got slightly more confident with the battery. Here, where it's warmer, it doesn't lose the charge just as quickly as up in the mountains, so yeah, I feel much better now. Whee! Pretty, super pretty. And you can see that the river is nearly dry. Look how pretty. And to my surprise, this is like a brand new paved road. Amazing. Curvy and pretty. Much better than what I expected. And no traffic at all. Well, except for this truck, of course. Here is a small town. What's it called? Distrito de Vichayal. Quite pretty, actually. Like, look at this pretty park. And this kid on the bicycle. And this gentleman on a horse carriage. So cute. I quite like this place, actually. Maybe I can find some shade and have a little break here. I think we've got a problem. Cherry just shut down and just won't start. At all. Zero response. You can see. On. Off. Whew. Got Cherry to work again. Well, I disconnected the battery, reconnected the battery, and I could start her. I have no idea what happened. I don't want to know. I just want to be able to get to Lobitos. Okay, we're going, and it's 68 kilometers left, and the asphalt road became this kind of sandish off-road. Not ideal. But maybe we'll get to an asphalt road later. Yes, here is the asphalt road. Whew. Thank you. Oh my god. Maybe I should change the battery here. But not today. Today I should just get to Lobitos. It's Saturday. It's 4:30 p.m. So going back to Piura doesn't make much sense. And right now the battery charge is 14, so whew. Let's hope we can get to Lobitos. Wow, that's a whole different landscape now. Pretty much desert on both sides. Super windy here. And I'm actually a little bit cold. So according to my original plan, I was going to turn left here and go to the most western point of South America. But considering the current situation, I think I should skip that little deviation and go straight to Lobitos. Because if I get there and cannot start again, that's gonna be an issue. And I don't think I'm gonna find anybody there to help me, just in case. So yeah, the most western point of South America, maybe another time, not today. So we're right there, just 4 kilometers. But not today. Town Talara. 10 kilometers left, and obviously the last 10 kilometers had to be off-road. But just 10 kilometers. Just 10 kilometers. Wow, this is exciting. We're back on pavement and just 5 kilometers left. Whew. That's Lobitos. Whee! Almost there. Some kind of checkpoint. Buenas tardes. ¿Para Lobitos es por acá?
Para Lobitos por acá.
Sí.
¿Lugar específico de que va a Lobitos?
Todavía no lo tengo.
Ah, ok, viene a visitar. Te apunto la placa e ingresa ya.
Gracias. So they take all your information, like the passport number and the number plate of the vehicle, when you enter Lobitos. Well, welcome to Lobitos, I guess. We made it! Now we just need to find a place to stay. and enjoy the sunset.